Do you want to be great? And I don't mean just saying it casually like it's some distant dream or a passing thought. I mean truly great. The kind of greatness that leaves a legacy, that changes not just your life, but the lives of everyone around you. Greatness that demands respect, that inspires others to push beyond their limits. It's easy to say you want success. Everyone talks about it. But the real question, the one most people shy away from, is this. Are you willing to sacrifice everything for it? Are you prepared to face obstacles that would crush the spirit of most? To stare down failure and rejection, and then to stand back, up stronger, fiercer, more determined than ever? Because here's the truth. Greatness isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It's earned through relentless dedication, grit, and an unbreakable will. If you're ready to pay that price, to put in the work no one else sees, then it's time to talk about what greatness really takes. Look at the legends. The Michael Johnsons, the Michael Jordans, the Kobes. These are names etched into history, not because they were the most naturally gifted, though talent helped, but because they made a daily, unwavering commitment to excellence. They didn't just show up to practice like it was some routine obligation. No, they owned every single moment they stepped on the court. Their obsession wasn't about being good enough. It was about being the best, no matter the cost. Every practice session was sacred. Every shot taken, every move perfected, every drop of sweat shed was a deliberate step toward mastery. They studied the game with a hunger that bordered on fanaticism, as if their very lives depended on it. They understood that greatness comes not in moments, but in the thousands of unseen hours of preparation, sacrifice, and pure, unyielding effort. So, ask yourself, are you ready to own your journey? To be obsessed with your craft? To push through the pain and uncertainty when others quit? Because that's what separates the great from the ordinary. You don't reach the pinnacle of mastery by being content with where you are today. Mastery demands one thing above all else: an unyielding refusal to settle for mediocrity. While others were out celebrating their small victories or resting on their laurels, the truly great were pushing past every limit they thought they had. While others surrendered to sleep and comfort, they were grinding relentlessly, hour after hour, sacrifice after sacrifice. That level of commitment is what it truly takes to be number one. To rise above the crowd, you have to want it more than anyone else. You have to hunger for it, breathe it, live it every single day. You must be willing to do the things others won't, because that's the difference between greatness and just being good enough. The road to success, it's not smooth, paved, or guaranteed. It's riddled with failure, setbacks, and moments that make most people give up. But here's the secret. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. Winners use failure as fuel. They don't let it break them. They let it build them. They let it sharpen their focus, deepen their resolve, and ignite a fire inside that can't be extinguished. Look at Kobe Bryant. Early in his career, he faced failure in the harshest way possible: airballs in the most crucial moments, on the biggest stages, with millions watching. Most people would have crumbled under that kind of pressure, drowning in embarrassment and self-doubt. But not Kobe. He refused to be defined by those mistakes. Instead of wallowing, he learned. He studied every missed shot, every misstep, breaking down what went wrong and how to fix it. And then he came back stronger, smarter, more unstoppable than ever. He understood something vital. Failure is not the end of the story. It's the brutal, necessary beginning of something far greater. Every failure is a stepping stone toward mastery, a challenge that, when conquered, moves you closer to your ultimate goal. So when the world tries to tell you that failure is defeat, remember Kobe's journey. Use your failures as fuel and keep grinding, because greatness isn't built on success alone. It's forged in the fires of resilience. Failure is not just a possibility, it is inevitable. It's not a matter of if you will face setbacks, but when. And when failure does come knocking, you have two choices: run from it or embrace it fully. The greatest among us do not shy away from failure. They don't just endure it, they welcome it with open arms. Because every failure, no matter how painful, carries within it an invaluable lesson, a secret blueprint to improvement, growth, and and eventual success. This is how real growth happens. It's forged in the fires of struggle and disappointment. The truly great don't fear failure. They understand it's an essential part of the journey, a stepping stone that brings them closer to the greatness they seek. Each fall, each missed shot, each setback is not a sign of weakness, but a vital part of their relentless pursuit of excellence. But greatness demands sacrifice, deep, uncompromising sacrifice. And I'm not just talking about giving up a few hours of leisure here and there. I'm talking about sacrificing relationships, comfort, and every easy distraction that life offers. You have to be willing to give up the things that make life pleasant in the short term, so you can claim something far greater in the long term. Kobe Bryant understood this better than most. He knew that if he wanted to stand atop the mountain of greatness, there was no time to waste on vacations with friends, late-night parties, or meaningless distractions. Every single minute of every single day had to be dedicated fully and completely to one thing: becoming the absolute best. His friends and family knew this truth intimately. They saw the commitment he demanded of himself, and they respected it, because they understood that chasing greatness leaves no room for anything else. It's a lonely path, yes, but it's the only path that leads to true mastery. So ask yourself, are you willing to pay that price? Are you ready to make the sacrifices necessary to reach your fullest potential? Because greatness isn't for the comfortable or the complacent, it's for the relentless, the disciplined, and the brave. You see, being great is not something that just happens by chance. It's a choice, a conscious, deliberate decision you make every single day. It's the choice to walk away from comfort, to say no to the easy distractions, the tempting pleasures that promise momentary happiness, but ultimately hold you back from your true potential. Greatness demands that you keep your eyes fixed on the big picture, the life you're building, the legacy you want to leave behind. It means understanding that every sacrifice you make today, every hour spent grinding instead of relaxing, is a small price to pay compared to the greatness waiting for you on the other side. While others are out enjoying their free time, caught up in fleeting moments that don't matter in the grand scheme, you'll be in the trenches honing your skills, sharpening your mindset, and molding yourself into the person who can achieve what they only dream about. You're not just passing time, you're investing in your future. Every early morning, every late night, every push beyond your limits is a brick laid in the foundation of your success. This path isn't easy, and it isn't glamorous, but it is the only path that leads to true mastery, true fulfillment, and the kind of greatness that lasts. So, ask yourself, are you ready to make that choice? To commit to the sacrifices, to the discipline, to the grind? Because greatness is waiting, but only for those bold enough to claim it. Discipline is the foundation of success. Talent alone will only take you so far. But discipline, that's what sets the greats apart. When Kobe was on the court, he wasn't just playing basketball, he was studying the angles, reading the defense, and analyzing his every move. He didn't just show up to play, he showed up to perfect his craft. Focus is equally important. You can't let distractions get in the way. You can't let your emotions dictate your actions. The greatest athletes and successful people in any field are masters of focus. When they're in the zone, nothing else matters. The outside world fades away, and all that's left is the task at hand. This level of focus doesn't come naturally. It takes work, it takes dedication, and it takes time. You have to train your mind to stay on course, to avoid distractions, and to keep your eye on the prize. And it's not always easy, but if you want to be great, you have to develop the ability to shut everything else out and focus on what truly matters. No one achieves greatness alone. The greatest athletes, the greatest leaders, they all had mentors. Kobe had Michael Jordan. He didn't just look up to him, he learned from him. He studied his habits, his approach to the game, and the mentality that made him a champion. But mentorship isn't just about learning from someone else's success. It's about understanding their struggles, their sacrifices, and their commitment. It's about realizing that greatness is not just about winning. It's about the journey that challenges, the setbacks, and the constant drive to push forward. As you pursue your own greatness, seek out those who have walked the path before you. Learn from their experiences, but don't forget that you, too, must become a mentor. Greatness isn't just about what you achieve, it's about what you inspire others to achieve. Now, ask yourself, are you willing to put in the work? Are you ready to make the sacrifices? To embrace the failures and learn from them? Are you ready to commit fully to your greatness, no matter what it takes? If your answer is yes, then there's no limit to what you can achieve. It's all within your grasp, but only if you're willing to pay the price. If you're ready to embark on this journey of self-improvement and success, don't wait another second. Subscribe to Win Wisdom, and let's walk this path together. Your greatness starts now.